Hi, my name is Lorna Muthania Uchido, and I'm making it one of my life's mission to demystify the speech therapy field and to empower more parents on what they can start to do in order to optimize their child's communication outcomes. So whether you want your child to talk more or talk better, learn better, and overall optimize their potential. So stay tuned and feel free to send in any topics on speech and language development you'd like for me to tackle. So in today's My Opinion About series, I am tackling the question of whether you should or you shouldn't enroll your child, your 18-month-old or 2-year-old child into playgroup or school if they're displaying delayed language skills. I'm asked this question so often by parents who feel perhaps their home environment may be impeding their child's language development, or perhaps there are no age-matched children to interact with your child, or your house help or your nanny is not that ideal. And these, by the way, are valid reasons, and this is what I say to parents. You need to know why it is you're seeking a playground for your child. Is your child sociable but has no one to engage him at home? Or does your child seek out other children when he sees them but appears starved for this company? That could be a reason why you need to enroll them into school early, although it probably goes against what you imagine, your stand is on enrolling children early. Or is your child difficult to engage and mostly prefers his own company and perhaps has restricted play ideas? So a couple of things. Parents can choose to enroll their child to a playgroup. It's your prerogative. You have all the right to do so if you feel like, but caution should be exercised so that the playgroup actually advantages your child. What do I mean by this? Do your due diligence. That is, make sure that your playgroup of choice has adequate access to playing ground, play activities, and is adequately staffed with compassionate teachers. What I say to parents, be sure to discuss the goals that you hope to achieve by enrolling your child at the playgroup or the school. And this could range from your child interacting more with other children. That is why you've taken them to school, isn't it? You want them to interact more with other children. You want them to participate in group activities. You want them to be called upon, when they're in a group setting so that they are also participating. You want them to be able to follow instructions. Perhaps you want them to expand their vocabulary. You want them to be able to know their names, respond to their names, follow instructions when they're given. A failure to eliminate gray areas could lead to your child carrying on with how he or she is already at home. It is not unheard of for children with limited social skills whom their parents thought the act of enrolling them into a playgroup or a school would have been beneficial, but to end up less interactive as a result. This is because if your child tends to have limited interests already, they might identify a single toy at the daycare or at the school, which can occupy them sufficiently and discourage them from interacting with the other children. A occupied and fussy child is usually a highly sought after child in a learning setup. And I'm so sorry I say this, but it's the truth. And when you come to pick up your child at the end of the morning or the day, you will be told that your child had a great day. But unbeknown to you, your child spent the entire day at the corner with his red truck. That's it. And didn't disturb anybody. And so you are not told your child is uncooperative. Playgroups or schools more readily advantage the children who are mostly lacking the social interaction more than those with limited or disordered social skills. Which, however, is not to say that they cannot be of benefit to children presenting with specific social delays. No, schools can, but there's intention that needs to go into that. Now, I once heard from a parent whose child was delayed in talking and the doctor had recommended that she enrolls her to school, which she did, but this playgroup actually gave her daughter access to games on the computer, as this is what used to calm her down, because she was quite, fussy and unsettled in the mornings. Now, if you think that the reason why the mother chose to enroll her daughter to school to begin with was because, at home she was so used to the routine of being in front of the screen, then this became a case of from a frying pan and straight into the fire for this parent. Early enrollment into school will not automatically fill existing gaps your child may have in their language or social development. No, concerted effort at assisting your child make progress, should always be applied. I know many children with specific delays who have attended school for 5, 6, even 7 years, all their lives, and still haven't learned how to read and write, which is to show that schools don't always fill gaps. So if your child has existing gaps, you have to be very intentional with the choice of school that you choose for them. In conclusion, my opinion is, should you be faced with a decision to enroll your child to a playgroup or a school early, make sure you discuss your goals with the school staff and foster a relationship that gives you an opportunity to regularly discuss your child's progress with the staff. It will also help if the staff are compassionate and understand the vision that you have and the goals that you have or want to meet for your child. Please check out some of our other resources to learn more about any of the new topics this series has raised for you. As always, thank you for tuning in.